I have a question I want to pose to you before I show you this video. What are you striving for in your life? Are you striving for balance? Are you striving for harmony? Or are you someone like myself who feel that there is no harmony unless there's balance? Take a look at my explanation of what the differences between balance and harmony are, and how I view there is no harmony unless there's balance. Or, kind of shifting from this idea of balance because they think balance is about having equal things happening around you. And that's not what balance is. Balance is about stability, it's about being grounded, it's about the parts and pieces keeping something stable. Harmony, which lends itself from music. Harmony is about the interactions. It's about how these things kind of work together in order, right? To create something. And that may create some sort of stability. I want to interject this thought in here. Harmony can create balance. However, it's not long term. It is not going to create stability that often happens within balance. So you can be in harmony and create this sort of balance, right? But remember, with harmony, it's like being fluid. Things are constantly changing and adjusting and adapting, where balance is stable and secure and grounded. So at the root of everything, there is no harmony without balance. If you don't have balance, you do not have harmony. When I see people saying, I'm shifting away from this idea of having a balanced life, when you think about dietitians or your doctors, your exercise coach or whatever, when they are giving you like a meal plan and they're talking to you about how to eat a well-balanced meal, they're not saying to you, eat 20 grams of fat, 20 grams of carbs, 20 grams of this, that, and whatever. They are saying, if you eat whatever those percentages are or whatever those grams are, and they are varied, but it's a balance that's going to help keep you in the dietitian world or food world. It's going to help you feel full, and you're not going to feel hungry. That is what balance is. So there is no harmony without balance. Harmony is all about interactions. Okay, it's about how am I interacting with those different parts of my life, right? That may keep me balanced in some sort of way. I go to work, I have a family, I have extracurricular hobbies and activities, I have my own business and things like that. Those are different parts of my life that offer some type of stability for me, whether it is financial stability, emotional stability, relationships, and all that kind of stuff, right? So how am I interacting with those parts of my life? That is the harmony. Again, without balance, there is no harmony. Harmony lends itself from the music. So if you want to talk from that angle about what harmony actually does in the music world, let's look at it. Let's look at this, okay? So at the bottom line is balance is about you being able to balance the pieces and parts of your life that keeps you grounded and stable. Whether we're looking at it from a financial lens, a social interaction lens of, your experiences with like your spouse, financial, emotional, physical, those pieces. And again, it's not about all of those pieces equaling up to the same amount. Every person's their financial situation is different. Their family situation is different. Their emotional needs are different. You have to make that determination about what parts of your life, what parts of your work, right? How much harmony are you going to give to your work life? that's not going to impact, let's say, your family life. Like, okay, I can just be in harmony with, all of these pieces around me, and they're not paying attention to the balance that needs to happen when you are in this harmonious state, because it's fluid. I'm going to look at it from a fluid lens. This is where people try to multitask. We are not good multitaskers as much as we think we are. Being able to say to yourself, this is where I need the balance in my life. I know I have to work. I know I like to, educate myself or do this particular hobby or whatnot. And I know I have a family life over here. And I know that I have financial needs over here. What are those parts and pieces? Is your balance. That's your stability there. And the way that you interact with those parts and pieces is definitely going to influence how much harmony you have in your life. The other thing, let's look at harmony from that music lens. And you guys can tell that I've been grappling with this whole thing for a couple years now, actually, as I shifted more and started thinking about balance and this whole idea of harmony. So let's look at it from a music lens as far as harmony. Harmony. The combination of notes played together, especially when blended into chords. It can also refer to the structure of music, the science of harmony, or a piece of harmonized music. Agreement. A pleasing combination of different parts, or an agreement of ideas, feelings, or actions. For example, he imagines a society in which all races live together in harmony, right? So this is this idea that we have a lot of times, that we live together in harmony. And again, from my standpoint, you cannot have that harmony if there is no balance. Now let's look at balance. And I'm going to look at it from this music lens. Okay, so balance, the ability to stay upright. This is what we strive for, right? We strive to stay upright. We strive to be grounded. A state of equilibrium. A state where all forces acting on an object cancel each other out, resulting in a stable system. So again, it's a state of equilibrium. It's not a state that everything is equal. Even if you think about your body in homeostasis, I think that's how you pronounce the word, but if you think about your body with homeostasis and what that means for us as living beings, it's about the perfect amount of things happening to keep you at equilibrium, not about each piece being the same exact thing or the same exact amount. A harmonious arrangement. So again, within balance, there is a harmonious arrangement. A harmonious arrangement of parts of elements within a whole. For example, in art, balance means that all the parts of the work together and no part is emphasized too much. Kind of imply that there's some sort of equalness in some way, but if you think from an art perspective, and I love art, you would see that you have to see beyond this idea of everything being equal, and more so of everything being exactly what it needs to be. Not that I have the same amount of yellow paint as red paint. It's about complementary. It's not that all the objects center a certain way, the same exact way. It's about this particular object is centered exactly the way that it needs to be, and this one is done the exact way that it needs to be in order for the parts to work together and complete it as a whole. So this is the shift that I want people just to start thinking about. I want to see if we can get down to balance in music. I just want to Google real quick here. With music, balance in music can refer to the distribution of energy across frequencies, strengths of different sections, or the relationship between tense and relaxed areas in the song. That's my explanation about why I feel that without balance, there is no harmony. So We should still be striving for balance as we are creating harmonious interactions and relationships